So I think I'm finished with the veneer work, with the exception of shellacking it. I've got the door that goes there, that's in the shop there. Got that panel down there, I've got that in the shop completed. And so I've also gone over some of the seams that where there was a little bit of a gap. Put some wood filler in there, got to sand that down and get that sanded down smooth and all the excess filler off. But one of the things I want to also talk about here is my flooring. 2 years ago, when I did most of the work on this camper, I put down vinyl composite tile, and I wanted to go back with something that was pretty that looked period correct. A lot of folks will use two different colors and do a checkerboard, which looks good a lot of times. With the actual motif that we had, the style that we were going for in this camper, we had a lot of color in the curtains and the upholstery, so I decided to go with just an off-white color. It's got the little pattern in it, which I think was good. But what I didn't know is that after you put down this VCT, you really need to clean the temporary surface off of it, the temporary top coating off of it, and put on a sealer that's made for it. So this stuff is the kind of things that they put down in hospitals and high traffic areas, and so it's strong, but it doesn't come with a really good sealer or something that will repel dirt. So after 2 years of camping and working in here, this tile was pretty dirty and it didn't have a good sheen to repel that dirt. So I spent a lot of time yesterday on my hands and knees cleaning, and I used soft scrub. I tried a couple different things. I used soft scrub on it for the most part, and that did a good job of, with a lot of elbow grease, of getting the dirt off. And then I also had little places that I had to scrape up a little bit, and then there's some something that my wife got that's more of an abrasive that I use for some of the tougher spots. So I've done that. So my advice would be, if you put down VCT, do a little research on it. I'm not sure, I don't remember reading on the packaging that you needed to clean it good and then go ahead and apply a sealer on top of it. There's actually two products that I'll show in just a minute that go on top of that. But that's what I would advise you to do. Do that research and figure out exactly what you need to do to get that sealed from the start, and it will be easier to keep clean. So here are the two products that I'm going to use on this floor. There was a third that it was recommended to start with. I think if you already have a finish on the floor that needs to be stripped off, it was a stripper, which I didn't get. But so what I'll use is this stain resistant floor sealer, and then a high traffic floor polish, and it just goes on with a lint free cloth, and you just kind of wipe it on and let it dry. So just follow the instructions on that. Zep is one brand that I read about. I'm sure there's others. I believe I got this at Lowe's. But that's what I'd recommend for your flooring, for this VCT flooring. If you have that, just make sure you get it sealed well, and it'll be good and shiny and resist dirt and stains. Alright, I've put 2 coats of sealer and 4 coats of high traffic floor polish on this floor, and it's the VCT Flooring vinyl composition tile, and the sealer and the polish go on real easily. It said with just wipe it on with a thin coat with a lint-free cloth. So that's what I did. You can see it's dry now. You can see how shiny it is. Let me get another angle here. I think you can tell how shiny it is. It came out real well, so I'm hoping that'll really fight the dirt and keep dirt from sticking to it and last longer. So pretty pleased with that. Looks pretty good.